And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled. Inside the 20. Singletary to get the drive started. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And again, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
From the 24, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 36 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you act.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, an 18-yard touchdown grab. York now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bills 0. King York picking off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
Really? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out. And there he goes again. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Bills are back within a score. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Singletary again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for 3rd and long. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
A give, Singletary right side. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this is off the left upright, and it counts in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the Bills have taken the lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over in the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? On a return from his end zone is Grant. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 1st and 10, Watson being chased out left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
This a quick pass to Davis. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They run here with Singletary, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically,
there he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour from the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56, 56.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as well. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Browns drive about to get started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Watson on first down. Out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Chubb on the counter. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 38, Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Watson to throw. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
To throw, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. He's gonna let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know